Hello, everyone. I'm Martine Brisson. Welcome. And this week, I said that I'm going to do answer your question week. And today's question is about how about people or bullies? What do you do with people that are, what we'll call them difficult people? No, and we all have difficult people in our lives. We all met people that we qualify as difficult people in our life. And sometimes, maybe before we put them the label difficult or bully, sometimes it's nice to take time to reflect. Such as, does everybody has the same experience as me with that person? Because when you're angry or you feel a certain way towards a person, let's say it's your boss or a colleague, well, you might be ranting with other people, other colleagues about that person, and of course, you'll rant to other people that have the same opinion as you. But are there other people there that have a totally different experience than you have with the same person? How about that? It's also sometimes you might have um, interaction with that person one day that are totally fine, and other days it's not. What about that? When you make of that, that there are days that are good and days that are bad. What about that? No, um, because the thing is, we think that the way we feel is the truth. No, it's our perception, and our perception is the truth. But at the same time, when somebody, let's say a bully or someone, makes you feel upset, angry, hurt, sad, mad, um, do you want to give that much power to another person to your for your well-being? Because when you feel, oh, that person always makes me feel, well, you're giving your power away to that other person. Do you want to give that power away to that other person? But like I said, is that everybody who has the same experience that you have? Probably that person has people in their life that that they love them, but no. So it's not everybody. There are bad people. Don't get me wrong. There are bad people in the world, but sometimes it's nice to reflect. Is that really a difficult person? Or we cannot love everybody. That's I know it's probably not the right thing to say, but there are people you meet, you have an instant connection. Other people is more neutral, and other people, for some reason, it just doesn't click. That doesn't make the other person a bad person. It just doesn't click, and this kind happens all the time. But you don't want to give your power away. And remembering that our perception of another person is only that. It's a perception of another person. It's not necessarily the truth, but it feels so real that it feels as if it's the truth. So sometimes taking time to reflect about our experience of that other person can help the situation, can even reverse, in a sense, the situation, because I do forgiveness works with people, and sometimes it's quite extraordinary what after forgiveness works has been done. It's like a total new perspective on the other person. The person doesn't change, but you've changed. And as you change, the other person deals with you a different way. And it's totally different new dynamic. So sometimes it's quite extraordinary. Um, Also, let's say that that person is actually a bad person, um, but will be a bad person. Like for me, somebody who does human trafficking, no, there's nothing good about that. No, I cannot see any redeeming qualities in a person like that. but we can still forgive in a sense. Because another person has to suffer. Let's say that there's a bully at work, and it's not your perception, like 100% of people have a bad time with that person. Sometimes, like I said, the forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. It liberates you, it frees you from the power that other person has for you. You can see that other person with more compassion because somebody has to suffer, must be suffering to be dealing with other people this a certain way. And again, we don't know what was going on in that person's life. And it also helps you to not think things personally. Because if that person act the same way with everyone, you don't have to take it personally. That person is miserable, that person is suffering. It has nothing to do with you. So like that, you don't have to take it personally. And you can also speak out. Well, make boundaries. No, um, I don't want you to speak to me that way. I don't have to. You can put boundaries as well. But for most part, like I said, I don't think that people are really bad people. No, I know there are some that exist, yes. But if it's colleagues or something like that, give them the benefit of the doubt in a sense that is that everybody who has the same experience of them. Do I want to give my power away by me? No, that person makes me feel a certain way. Do you want to give that power away? Do you sell your peace of mind so cheaply in a sense? And if you can see, learn to not take things personally, if that person is really miserable, well, see them with compassion, saying that they are the one who's suffering, and they are the one also who's missing an opportunity to have a good relationship with you and get to know you better at the same time. So that's pretty much what I have to say. You might agree or not agree with me. That's totally fine. You can put your answers in the comment, and we can have maybe another time see that a bit more deeply. Yeah, so that's what I see at this moment in time. On that, I will wish you a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time, probably tomorrow. Cheers.